Hello, and welcome to Tales from the Stash with Revell Walker. And today's stash pull is the Revell RF-4 Phantom in 1/32nd scale. The first domestic release of the RF-4 Phantom came from Revell in 1995 and was previously released in Europe from Revell Germany in German Air Force markings in 1994. A later Revell Germany release in 1996 brought about Kentucky National Guard markings and molded in tan plastic. Under the Hasegawa label, this collaboration with Revell depicts an RF-4 with the Reno Air National Guard, released in the late 90s. The most recent release of the RF-4 was under the Phantom Freaks label, distributed by Sprue Brothers, celebrating 35 years of the fabulous Phantom. These models replaced the original 1970s and 80s releases of the RF-4, which were of not all that great quality. They have better quality and accuracy, though some may argue about the accuracy. There's still a lot of aftermarket parts for afterburners, cockpits, and seats available from many distributors. The original molds are made in Korea and are part of the Phantom family of recently issued kits. The current molds are in the hands of Academy Plastic Models. When you open up the box, this is what you get. As you can see, the fuselage has been sectioned just forward of the intakes. This allows Revell to produce models of the RF-4 and the RF-4E, G, and F variants. And frankly, I think they missed an opportunity to produce the F-4J nose section. Assembly is pretty straightforward. It's almost like a big 1/48 scale kit. There are no vices that I can think of. Here's more of the fit and finish. On those intakes, you can get some resin intakes that are supposed to be wider and more scale-like than the ones that are in the kit. The only thing you need to deal with is that seam down the spine. I've got perfect putty here that I'll take down later. The stock cockpit is pretty nice if you don't want to mess with things, but if you really want to go crazy and super detail it, there are tons of aftermarket parts for that, including decals for the instrument panels and 3D parts. Here's a shot of the main landing gear and speed brake wells. There's much better detail than the original 1970s kits here. And here we have the model in primer ready for paint. And we've got the VMFP3 Marine Corps decals from an old cam set. They might still be swimming around. Nowadays, you can stencil a lot of this stuff. And here we have a Japan Air Self-Defense Force 301 Squadron RF-4 that I built in the marine camouflage. Came out pretty good. If you notice that I've got the flaps drooped, and there are ways you can do this. You can cut out the flaps from the wing and use a little sprue to make the droop, or there are resin flaps that you can install as well. And this RF-4 is a subject that I intend to build with my next RF-4 kit. It's on display at the Air Force Flight Test Center Museum at Edwards Air Force Base. Can you still find this kit? Yes. Examples can be found on eBay or on the Kit Collector's Facebook forums. Prices vary, but if you can get one under $40, you did real good. Sometimes the price is a little bit off the mark, though. But yes, you can still find these on the market or at some hobby shops that have a long old stock. And that's it for our first video. We'll see you on the next one when we pull out another model from the stash and review it. This is Revell Walker. Until next time.